going on, everybody? Welcome to Game On Forever. I am your host, the Game Freak. In today's video, we are going to talk about this room and how important it is to me. In fact, this room helped me through a pretty rough time in my life. And not a lot of people know the backstory to this, but I figured, you know what? I'm going to share it with everybody because I'm not ashamed of this. But before we dive into that, I want to give you a little bit of a history, or the history behind this room, because when we bought this house 13, 14 years ago or something like that, this was not a game room. In fact, I did not make this into a game room until right around the exact same time I started this YouTube channel. So a little over 2.5 years ago. So before that, this was actually my tattoo room. Yes, I was learning to do tattoos and I had customers, and this was actually my little shop. And the reason I stopped doing tattoos, not that I didn't enjoy it, but I had some really crazy customers come in and I did not feel comfortable with them coming into my home. So that was a little sketchy to me. But the last straw was my final customer. He came with his two young kids and his niece and nephew, who were also young. And before I even started, he just expected my wife to watch his kids while I did a tattoo on him. And this is going to be a couple session tattoo. It was a pretty big tattoo. And, just hearing them screaming and everything, running around the house and stuff, I was just like, listen, I'm not running a daycare. I'm not trying to be a dick or anything like that, but I'm not running a daycare here. I don't know why you brought a bunch of little kids here. My wife is not their mother or their babysitter. So maybe we should reschedule. He got all pissy, so I kicked him out of the house, and that was it. That was just it. I did do a lot of tattoos. I did a bunch on my wife. Most of the practice tattoos I did on myself. So if I messed up, I'd rather have a messed up tattoo on myself than on a customer. And I didn't charge much because I couldn't charge much because I didn't have a license for it yet. But I still made decent money doing it. I did feel pretty bad about maybe 2 tattoos that I did, like maybe my first 2. After that, I was starting to get the hang of it, man. It was starting to come along, but yeah, having them weirdos come in and then bring in a bunch of kids, that was just it. So I decided to make this into a game room and this was years later, when I finally started this YouTube channel. So let me give you a little tour of the room, and I will give you the story behind this room and how important it is to me and how much it helped me. In 2022, I was 45 years old, about to turn 46. My birthday is in December, and I never had a problem getting older. It never bothered me, nothing like that. And I know a lot of people have issues like when they turn 40 years old. It didn't affect me one bit. I did not care. But for some reason, around September or October, somewhere around there in 2022, it just hit me like a sack of bricks. I was like, holy shit, man, I'm gonna be turning 46. And in my mind, I was like, man, I'm gonna be closer to 50 years old than I am 40. And for some reason, it just hit me. It sunk me down. And I kind of went through a little bit of a depression, and I actually went and started talking to my doctor and everything. And yeah, I was having a midlife crisis, something that I never thought would happen to me. So he said, you just gotta grab something that makes you not think about your age again. So I went home and I started thinking, and I was like, you know what? I feel good when I'm playing like a video game. And I just had like my PS4 and my PS5 out in my living room, And I started thinking, man, maybe I need to make a game room or something to take my mind off of this. And that's exactly what I did. I ended up getting all of my consoles that I had up in the attic and storage bins. I was like, I'm going to make a game room. So I started doing that, and I tell you what, it was like night and day after I started playing all these older consoles that I had, and then rebuying some of the ones that I had to rebuy. I was like, this is great. This is absolutely amazing. I'm not even thinking about it. You know, this year, this December, I'm going to turn 49, and it doesn't faze me one bit that I'm going to be 1 year closer to 50 years old, because I have this. I can come in this room, and it takes me back to my childhood. You know, going to the arcades and having friends over, playing consoles and everything. And I have that all in this room now. You know, I ended up building a couple arcade cabinets, putting them in here, and sometimes after work, if I have a stressful day, I just come in this room and I won't even play a game. I'll just turn everything on and sit in my gaming chair in the middle of the room and just kind of spin around and look at everything, listen to the sounds. And it's amazing what video games can do. I mean, it just clears my mind, and I think it could clear your mind too if you happen to be going through the same thing that I went through. So this room is extremely important to me, and I tell you what, I have not one regret of making this into a room. Sure, people might say, aren't you a little too old for that? Hell no, man. This kind of saved my life. And then a month after making this room is when I started this gaming channel. In fact, I wasn't planning on starting a YouTube channel. My oldest boy talked me into it to make a Red Dead Redemption 2 tutorial, because apparently I was in like the 0.04% of the world that accomplished what I accomplished on that game. He goes, man, you should really make a tutorial on how you did that. And I was like, man, nobody's going to watch. And surprisingly, I started getting subscribers, and, you know, it kind of snowballed from there. And, you know, you guys are the other reason that I'm in this position and feeling this way. You know, you guys helped out just as much as this game room, you know, that you guys make it worth it. So I can't thank you guys enough. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube today if it wasn't for you guys. I mean, you guys make it fun. I've met a lot of awesome people. I mean, the community that we have built on this channel is absolutely phenomenal. And speaking of which, I want to give a huge shout out to my channel members. You guys are absolutely awesome and amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough for your contributions and continuous support. You guys will never, ever go unnoticed. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you are not a channel member and are considering becoming one, feel free, just go to the membership section on my channel and sign on up. It's only $1.99 a month, and that price will never ever go up. And you do get some perks. You get a little skull and crossbone emoji next to your name, so it'll pop up every time you comment on one of my videos or in a live stream, and it looks pretty badass. Plus, you get members only videos, and they are obscure videos. They could be about gaming, they could be about movies, music, animals, you name it, pretty much anything, and only you as a channel member will be able to see those videos. And you also get a third perk, and that is early access to some of my videos before they go out to the public. So feel free to sign up if you wish. If not, I'm cool, man. As long as you're subscribed, that's all that really matters. So thank you for your continuous support. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out this channel a lot, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And if you are a content creator, don't forget to type in that word content right down there in the comment section. We have something on this channel that I like to call the Game Freak Army. And what we do is if we see that word content, we go to your channel. Doesn't matter if you're a gaming channel or not, any kind of channel. We go to your channel and we will subscribe to you because that's what we do. We want to help each other out, help each other's channels grow. This is not a popularity contest. No one's trying to be the king of YouTube or anything like that. It's just all about having a good time and helping each other out. So feel free to type in that word content down there in the comments section. And once again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. And until the next one, game on, everybody.